Yo, welcome to Fast Forward Mindset Motivational Podcast. I'm your host, Coach James. This is where we rewire your thoughts, reset your mindset, and fast forward your life. No more rewinding, just discipline, motivation, and the truth you need to become unstoppable. If you're ready to elevate your mindset and take control of your future, you're in the right place. Let's go.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Hope all is well. So, y'all, I had a friend way back in the day. We used to hang out and just, do what bros do. Talk about sports, drink our brews, and every other activity you could think of that bros do when they're together. But this particular day, we went to the store. Like we would normally do. We would probably do a couple store runs, just so you know. I didn't say beer runs. I said store runs. There might have been a beer run or two. I mean, we didn't take the beer. We paid for the beer, right? I've always been an honest guy like that. But I'm going to pay for my beer. I'm not going to run out and jeopardize me going to jail over a 12-pack. I'm not that crazy. So anyways, he went to the store. We get in the store, Circle K it was, and the line was kind of long. And so, we sitting there, we chatting or whatever, and we finally get to the cash register. And I mean, this girl has a crazy bad attitude. I mean, it was like she had bad attitude written all on her. She didn't try to hide it. She didn't try to romanticize it. She let us know right then and there she did not want to be at work that day. It was apparent, right? And so we put the beer on the cash register on the counter. She rings it up with her little attitude or whatever, and then she says what the total is. Well, in the process of her saying what the total is, my homeboy looks at her and was like, "What's wrong with you?" And she looked at him and be like, "Well, what's wrong with you?" And he kind of like snapped back at her because she snapped at him first, technically. And so his response to her was like, "Hey, I think you should go to Mattress. What was it called? Back in the day, there was this mattress company. And he said something to the effect that you should go to this mattress company and buy a new mattress." And she looks at him and she goes, "What?" He says, "Yeah, you heard me. You should go to this mattress company and buy yourself a new mattress. Because obviously, homegirl, you woke up on the wrong side of the bed." I tell y'all, it was really, really hilarious. And it was one of those things where I don't really like to laugh in people's face, especially when people go back and forth. But in that quick instance, I couldn't hold back how hilarious it was. And so I just started laughing out loud. And she looks at me, she looks at him, and she pretty much just basically was continued to be rude to him. And on the way out, he's like, "All right, have a great day." And she's like, basically, "Screw you, whatever." She gave him just the most horrible look in the world. But it was a real funny scenario because he said, "I think you should go buy yourself a new mattress because obviously, homegirl, you woke up on the wrong side of the bed." And I wanna talk about that a little bit because we should never wake up on the wrong side of the bed. And even if we do wake up on the wrong side of the bed, it doesn't mean you need to carry that bad mattress attitude and show everyone else or share that with everybody else. I used to have this saying where I would always say, just because someone else gives me attitude and they're having a bad day or bad morning, however you see it, I'm not going to share your bad day with you. And I am not. I refuse to, right? I'm not going to indulge because you're having a bad day and make my day bad because you have a bad day. Y'all have one request. If you have not followed the podcast, make sure you do so. When you hit the follow button, you'll never miss a moment to rewire the way you think. But back to my story, y'all. We should never wake up on the wrong side of the bed, right? It's one of those things where if we do, we should learn and know how, especially when you're an adult, right? And even a young teenager, we should know how to check ourselves and walk out of the house and not spill that negative attitude on everybody else, right? But I will say, I've had my moments where, everything didn't feel all right, right? And because it didn't feel all right, I kept waking up on the wrong side of the bed. But the difference in me is that I never took that personality or attitude with someone else. It was within myself was my biggest struggle. So that was the biggest thing for me. But you know, today, y'all, in the last couple of months, I've been waking up on the right side of the bed. And let me tell you a couple reasons why. One, I had a peaceful night of rest. That's very important. We should all be getting somewhere from 6 to 8 hours of sleep. No, I know some people are like, well, I only need 4 hours. I only need 2 hours. Eh, I call bull crap on that. Everybody needs at least 6 to 8 hours. Now, your body may wake you up in the middle of the night after you've had a couple of hours, but you should still remain in bed and let your body rest so you can get enough adequate energy so that you can be prosperous for that day, right? Just because you wake up early doesn't mean you got to get out of bed. Doesn't mean you got to jump on your cell phone, right? So there's just things that you should do in order to have a peaceful night of rest, right? But when everything feels all right, you have a peaceful night of rest, right? And then all the bills are paid, right? When all the bills are paid, that's a huge amount of stress off taken off your back, right? It's like everything is okay, and it should be that way where everything feels okay and you can actually relax. And even if you do have bills, guess what? You're not the only one. Everyone in America has bills, so get over it, right? And so if the bills are paid, that should be an exciting moment for you. And there should be gratitude toward that because you were able to make enough money to pay your bills. Even if you got pennies left in your account, you still paid the bills, right? And so in that instance, we should be grateful for that. Last but not least, I have no drama in my life, period. So everything feels all right. And some of us are drama junkies. I'm just going to be honest. Some of us are drama junkies. We love drama. We love to be circled around drama, and we love to start drama. That's just really what it comes down to. And don't be fooled by those people who say, I don't like drama. Because a lot of people that I heard say, I don't like drama, do like drama. They be the main ones in the middle of drama. And I call them a drama mama. No matter if you're male or female, you're a drama mama to me. Let's just call it for what it really is, right? But the question is that I have for you today is that, did you wake up on the wrong side of the bed or the right side of the bed? And if you did not, I guess I have to pose that question to you. Why not? What happened? Was it your rest? Did you not have a peaceful night of sleep? Did someone impact your rest? Are your bills not paid? Did you have drama last night before you went to bed? And that's why I said initially, y'all, at the beginning of this episode, that we should never have to wake up on the wrong side of the bed. And let me just rephrase that. It's possible that you wake up on the wrong side of the bed. But when you think about your blessings, the things that you got going in your life, you should never leave the house with that woke up on the side of the bed type, wrong side of the bed attitude. Because life is way too precious for you to be worried about something that you have no control over. And so that question is real, right? Did you wake up on the wrong side of the bed or the right side of the bed? And me, usually I wake up on the right side of the bed. Like I said earlier, usually I have a peaceful night of rest, my bills are paid, and I have no drama. Yeah, I'm going through a life-changing moment as we speak on this podcast. And yes, it's a life-changing moment. I dedicated myself for 20 years to something that is going to be taken away from me. And I'll put it that way, right? It's taken away from me. And like I said, I was really dedicated to this. I gave it my all. I performed whether I was sick or not. I made sure that nothing got in the way of my 20-year dedication. But ironically enough, it's being taken away from me. But that don't mean it's okay for me to wake up mad at the world. That don't mean it's okay for me to wake up on the wrong side of the bed. It's not fair to other people. It's not fair for those that are around me. And it's definitely not fair to do to myself. You have to really stop and think about the things in your life that you have going great, no matter what may be snatched from underneath your feet. You could have went and bought a brand new $200 carpet. But if someone snatched that carpet from underneath your feet, there is no way that your response should or would have to be negative, because you have too much good things going in your life for us to be that way. So when I ask you, and I just shared y'all my experience with y'all, but when I ask you, if you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, what's chasing you to make you wake up on the wrong side of the bed? I would hope that you had an answer to that. Because if you do not have the answer to that, your cycle is going to continue to repeat itself until you make a change. I can't fix it for you. Your family can't fix it for you. Dr. Phil can't fix it for you. You have to be willing to fix it yourself. Whatever's chasing you, you need to get away from it or stop it from chasing you, right? We've all been through struggles in life. We've all had to deal with heartache, abandonment. We've all got childhood trauma, but there is no way that your childhood trauma has to keep chasing you for 30 years. It does not. And if you allow it to chase you, the key word I just said, you allow it to chase you, because you don't have to allow anything to happen, right? You don't. I just did this motivational video where I talked about how some of us are pain junkies, and we become pain junkies because we like to relive the hurtful things in life that we dealt with, because we like to feel that pain of emotion, right? Or that emotion of the pain, right? And because we like to feel that emotion of the pain, we become pain junkies. And when we become pain junkies, you start repeating that same old song in your mind. It's that poor little me song. Poor you. This poor person had this happen. This poor person had that happen. But as long as you play the victim, you're never going to wake up on the right side of the bed, because you stuck living a victim mentality. I just had a guest on the podcast a couple of weeks back, Scott Lackey, and some of you might have already listened to the episode. And if you have not, go check it out, definitely. But he wrote a book, and the name of the book is called Wake Up to Die Again. And how he framed that conversation and what that book is really relating to is that some of us are waking up just to die again. We just live in life lackadaisical. We just live in life as things comes to us. And by all means, I'm not saying there's something wrong with that. But however, if you're continuing to live your life where you're a pain junkie and you continue to wake up on the wrong side of the bed, then you are just continuing to wake up and die again, because you're just living to die. There's no enjoyment in life. Your life is full of drama. It's full of pain. It's full of worry and doubt. And that's not the life we should be living. The life that we should be living is the enjoyment of life. Stress free, pain free, right? It's kind of like when you have a headache, you take a Tylenol to help your headache go away. Now you're pain free, and the headache should no longer plague you or bother you, and you can get back to your normal daily activities. Our goal should be to wake up on the right side of the bed every single day. That's the goal. And like I said earlier, even if you don't wake up on the right side of the bed, don't leave your house with the wrong side of the bed attitude, because you never know who you're going to meet or run into that day. You might need to help somebody else is having a bad day. It's possible. The potential is there. But if you wake up on the wrong side of the bed and you walk out of the house with that same attitude, you're going to meet your match that day because someone else woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Y'all going to get on the highway. Y'all going to have road rage and somebody's going to end up getting seriously hurt. That's the outcome of waking up and leaving the house on the wrong side of the bed. I don't know no other way to share that, but that's the outcome of that, y'all. So remember, next time you wake up, try to wake up on the right side of the bed. Hey, y'all, thank y'all for listening. I really appreciate it. If you have not checked out my website, go check it out. It's www.rewirethewayyoutthink.com. Y'all, make sure you hit that follow button. When you hit the follow button, you never miss a moment to rewire the way you think. I'm not hard to find. I'm on IG all day, every day. It's James Watkins at 40 and Fit Life Coach. If you're struggling today with thoughts of suicide, thoughts of hurting yourself or someone else, please don't hesitate to call the Suicide Prevention Hotline at 988. Hey, y'all, I'm Coach James. Let me help you wire the way you think. And as I always say, if your mindset isn't making you money, it's costing you way too much. And that's my 2 cents in there, y'all. Bye.
Thank y'all for listening to today's episode. And remember, don't rewind your life, fast forward it. Until next time, keep moving forward. Hey, y'all, I'm Coach James. Let me help you wire the way you think. All right, y'all. Peace.